Hello and welcome to Aisha's Take. Today I'll be looking at a report from the Punch newspaper. And the headlines goes this way: Don't flout law on elections founding FG1s. So first of all, so this was by the chairperson, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has urged Nigerians living in the diaspora not to be disappointed that they will not be able to vote in the 2023 general election because they are not supported by legislation yet, while advising them to intensify efforts to engage the National Assembly for diaspora voting to be passed into law on Saturday. She also warned against flouting the nation's law in their efforts to raise campaign funds in support of presidential candidates. The NIDCOM chairperson stated this during the 2022 annual general meeting of the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization Americas, held at the Nigerian consulate in New York and monitored virtually by journalists in Abuja, with the theme NIDOA Renaissance, Leveraging on New Generation Leadership. Representatives of NIDOA from Sao Paulo, Brazil, Calgary, Canada, Washington, D.C., Savannah, Georgia, Columbus, Ohio, Minnesota, New Jersey, and New York were in attendance. Dabiri Erewa said, "I know you can't vote in 2023, but don't be disappointed. Rather, you need to work harder to lobby the National Assembly to make it possible for diasporans to be able to vote. However, you have the voice and should use it to urge all eligible voters to vote." The National Assembly had recently voted against the bill seeking to provide for diaspora voting in the Constitution. Dabiri Erewa, however, cautioned the diasporans against flouting Nigerian laws in their effort to raise campaign funds in support of presidential candidates of their choices. She added, "I have been hearing stories that you are going to raise this money for one person or the other. Whatever you do, don't break the laws of election and funding in Nigeria. I think that is very important. So I won't encourage you to break any law relating to political funding. You know how it is operated in America. Make sure you follow the laws in Nigeria as well. So as we move on, I can guarantee you that under this administration, we continue to protect our diasporans. I urge you to do three things. As the president always says, be good ambassadors, obey the laws of whatever countries you are in, and let us continue to be proud of you and what you're doing," she said. Dabiri Erewa assured members of NIDOA, that's NIDOA, of the Commission's robust partnership. So we'll look at this, break it into different pieces and look at issues the way critically the way they are. The first thing is in terms of the campaign funding, and where she's saying to the Nigerians in diaspora that they shouldn't break the law. I am not aware of what law is it that she's saying that they shouldn't break. First of all, the Nigerians in diaspora, they are Nigerians. And these are people who have dual citizenship. So you expect that they are both Nigerians and also whatever country it is that they are part of, they are also there. So telling them that they should not donate money for a presidential candidate in Nigeria, it doesn't make any sense in any way whatsoever, because these are Nigerians also. The fact that they're living outside of Nigeria, or they're currently out of Nigeria, or they have another citizenship, it doesn't strip away their rights as citizens of Nigeria. Moreover, this is a government, like they say here, FG is warning them. The same FG have constantly said to the Nigerians in diaspora to donate money to the people back here. And they have even tried to give them incentivize the contributions that the Nigerians in diaspora make to the economy by giving them a certain amount of naira for every dollar or so that they remit to Nigeria. So if they can donate money to Nigerians back home to take care of the problem of Nigerians that are back home, that the federal government most has failed to do. The government, whether federal and also at the state level, they have failed to do. The Nigerians in diaspora have been the ones who are now having to put in the extra work and be stopgap for government. Then how is it that the government is now coming to tell them that, oh, they shouldn't contribute to the campaign funds of candidates of their choice because they simply are out of the country? That is not it at all. And in this kind of, so it's disingenuous of the of Abike Dabiri, the person, the chairman of the, is it diaspora, Nigerians in diaspora. Let me be very sure of getting her, what do you call it now, this thing, the chairperson, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. That's the title that she goes by here. So in coming out to talk about the law and put it in a way that, oh, there is a law that is preventing them. How? What law is that? These are Nigerians. These are not foreigners from somewhere who are now coming to contribute to the election. I have the Electoral Act here, the Electoral Act 2022, and Section 85 of the Electoral Act talks about offences in relation to finances of a political party. And it says, Section 85 says, any political party that A, holds or possesses any fund outside Nigeria in contravention of Section 225, subsection 3A of the Constitution, commits an offence and shall on conviction forfeit the funds or assets purchased with such funds to the Commission, and in addition may be liable to a fine of at least 5 million naira. Or B, retains any funds or other asset remitted to it from outside Nigeria in contravention of Section 225, Section 3, subsection A of the Commission, commits an offence and shall on conviction forfeit the funds or assets to the Commission, and in addition may be liable to a fine of at least 5 million naira. They are not going to go on this one where they say any fund or asset remitted. Nobody is saying they are going to collect money from outside. Yeah, these are Nigerians who are going to donate to accounts that are in Nigeria, the same way that they also send money to their families and friends back home here. They remit money, which the government, which contributes to the GDP of our economy. And there has been a good number of statistics. Some have said between 3 to 4% of the GDP of our nation is contributed by these Nigerians that are in diaspora. So we cannot say that because Nigerians happen to be in diaspora, then they lose their capacity as Nigerians. If I travel out of the country today, I'm going to be a Nigerian in diaspora. If I'm going to spend 3 months there or 6 months there or 1 year there, I'm going to be Nigerian in diaspora, right? I'll start living there or something. Does that mean that I lose my identity as Nigerian? Does that mean that I can't do what other Nigerians are doing? So how is it in terms of saying that, oh, you should not contribute to this thing? Then on the other issue of looking at the issue of the US law, where she was talking about, because what she alluded to was that for those of them, as you are there, you know what the law says over there. In case of the US law, the Federal Election Commission states that foreign nationals, federal law prohibits contribution, donation, expenditures, including independent expenditures and disbursement solicited directly, received, or made directly or indirectly by or from foreign national in connection with any federal, state, or local election. This is the US law of any foreign national. So the Nigerians in diaspora, they are not foreign nationals to Nigeria. And the US is not telling them that they shouldn't, because they are dual citizens. Some of them are not even citizens. Some of them are green card holders. And even there's even within the US, there's something towards the green card holders. Some of them, for example, they are there temporarily. They might be students or just working there for a while. It's not as if, oh, they are no longer Nigerians. This one that I'm reading, it's the US law. So you come to the fact that where he talked about the fact that And so there's prohibition in terms of participating in decision making, like that's for the US. So you can't have foreigners come in. Whether prohibition in providing substantial assistance, in knowing prohibition of knowing acceptance. And so knowingly means that the person have actual knowledge that the source of funds solicited or accepted or received is from a foreign national, and all of that. So, but then they go on to define a foreign national, which is an individual who is, one, not a citizen of the United States, two, not lawfully admitted for permanent residence, and then go on to say it's a foreign principal. They define a foreign principal as a foreign government or political party or partnership, sort of like being engaged in the electoral process. Then green card exception: an individual who is not a citizen of the United States is eligible to make contribution if he or she has a green card. So this is even the US this thing. So I don't get what she means by that. What we have now is that the establishment, I would like to call them the establishment, they are seeing the fact that Nigerians are ready to contribute money to their candidate. Nigerians in diaspora are ready to contribute money to their candidate, and so they are using all sorts of words and whatever, all these is it innuendos they call them, to discourage them from doing it by alluding to certain laws that is preventing them from doing that. Why should a law prevent you? They are Nigerians. A good number of them have accounts in Nigeria. They operate accounts in Nigeria. They send money back to Nigeria. They do all of that. So why can't they contribute money to the political to the candidates that they feel like they have Naira accounts? They're going to use that. They're going to bring in their money. So this is not something about, they are not foreign nationals who are bringing in money, and this is not about the party. They are not raising the money for them there, and you say, okay, this money is there that they're bringing in. They have accounts. Technology have excluded all of this, and there are accounts here in Nigeria where people can send in at this money and all of that. And I think what is most important at this very moment, instead of Abike Dabiri to be focusing on issue of what candidate is getting money or not, she should focus on the issue of what is happening in Dubai. Nigerians in Dubai are being discriminated against. Nigerians in Dubai are facing so much. There's this report that, oh, if you're below 40, you will not go in. That's part of the things we're hearing. These are the things she should know. She should go there and ascertain what's going on. Why are some Nigerians being prevented from from entering the country, and ensure that indeed every Nigerian is treated with dignity wherever they are. This is the thing that Abike Dabiri should be focused on, not to be talking about whether candidates the money is being donated for candidate, whether Nigerians in diaspora have the candidates that they want, that they are donating money to. That should not be the main focus right now. The main focus should be Dubai and the way they are treating the citizens of Nigeria. Part of the things that a lot of the establishment is saying is that Nigerians are tired of the bad governance we've had. Nigerians are tired of the insecurity. Nigerians are tired of the corruption. Nigerians are tired of the lack of accountability and transparency. Nigerians are tired of the lack of development and the high rate of unemployment, and a whole lot of other issues that have been going on. And right now they are deciding to take the bull by the horn by focusing on the election and ensuring that they vote in candidates that have competence, character, and capacity. And one of the ways that they are making that happen is by donating to candidates to run for office, instead of waiting for those who have looted our collective wealth, who continue to perpetuate themselves in office or perpetuate their stooges. What Nigerians are doing right now is that they are the ones who are actually putting their money. They are putting their monies where their vote is going to be. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And I will end this by saying to every Nigerian, as much as possible, donate to your candidate, whether you're in Nigeria or abroad. Donate to your candidate. Ensure that you campaign for your candidate when the time for campaigns come, and ensure that at the end of the day, when they get into office, by the grace of God, we hold them accountable. Thank you so much. Bye.